Hi everyone and welcome to English 2. This is an overview of our syllabus. Remember that you have two options for viewing our syllabus. There's the regular text option, which is a document that has all of the details that you need. That's going to be in Canvas under the syllabus. And then on that document, you can be redirected to this website that we're looking at now. That's just an overview of our syllabus with most of the important stuff that you might need in a little bit more of a visual user-friendly kind of a package. So that's what we're going to go over today. But if you have questions about anything that you see in our text syllabus, please let me know and I'm happy to answer any of those questions. So let's get started. All right, so that's me. If you've seen our welcome video, you've also seen me and some of my pets that I have in some of those videos. So I've been teaching college English for a long time. When I'm not teaching, I love to spend time with my husband, my kids, my pets. I love reading. I also love cooking. And I look forward to getting to know you all and helping you succeed in class. These are some of my pets. Dingus, my husky with some amazing eyes. Bonquiqui, my cat with an amazing belly, which he always sleeps with his stomach out, and you can pet it and everything. He's more like a dog than a cat. And that's Bagel. She doesn't like her belly pet. All right. So couple of ways that you can contact me. You can book an appointment, and if you're looking at this website, you can click there. That should take you to Calendly, where you can book an appointment with me. You can also text me on the Remind app. I don't update this website every semester, so in case you're not viewing this in the spring 25 semester, you would have a different code. But if you are viewing this in spring 2025, then that is the correct code. So you're going to text a code to 81010, follow those directions. That's going to get you in our class on the Remind app, and that's so that you can text me to reach me quickly. Again, if you're not a spring 2025 student, then your code will be different, so just look in your syllabus for your updated code. All right, so a quick overview of what we do in our class. We have 3 units that we work through throughout the semester. So in Unit 1, we're looking at how to analyze and make arguments about rhetorical appeals. That's going to take up our first several weeks of class. Then in Week 5, we have an exam and our first essay is due. After that, we move on to Unit 2, where we're learning and discussing fallacies and continuing to work on those research skills. You're going to be doing a project or a paper where you analyze a common misconception that's been perpetuated by fallacies. So that's our big goal for the second unit. In Week 9, that's when we have our exam and our second essay or project is due. In Week 10, we have a midterm, and then we come back and we work on our last unit, which is the research unit. We're going to have a break right in the middle of the research unit for spring break this semester. Again, if you're viewing this in a different semester, your dates might be just slightly different. So check out the schedule of classes if you're not viewing this in spring 2025. And then after that, we come back, finish up our research paper, and our last regular exam is due, and then we finish things up with a final exam. Remember that the schedule of classes will have due dates, readings, and lectures for the whole semester, so check that out early and revisit it often. Don't forget, you should also be meeting with a tutor and your groups several times during each unit, so make time for that as well. Also, just a heads up, our class is designed for college students who are mature and who are critical thinkers. Some of the topics that we talk about, particularly in the research unit, can be difficult for some folks. So make sure that you take a look at the readings early and reach out if you have any concerns. For the really tricky ones, I do try to build in some choice already in the schedule. So you'll see that there are times when you can read and watch videos about one topic or the other, just so that we can avoid topics that are like too much for us individually, right? I can't always offer alternative readings, but I am open to talking about those options if a particular topic is just too much for you. So make sure that you reach out early and let me know. Again, the schedule of classes has a list of all of our readings for the whole semester. So if you notice anything that you're, just unable to deal with, please let me know, and I'll do my best to accommodate you. Also, there are lots of resources in the extra help section of our syllabus in case you need support, just in general, or if talking about these issues is particularly activating for you. So those supports are there for you to help you through it. And I don't find them, horrifically difficult, but some of the topics can be uncomfortable for some people. So just take a look. All right, so homework for our class. Remember, due dates and assignments are all in the schedule of classes. Keep track of them to avoid surprises. I don't typically accept late work. If you have an emergency, let me know, and I'll try to be flexible where I can. So here's what to expect throughout the semester. Every week, you've got a new schedule that's posted to Canvas, usually by Sunday. You'll see assigned readings and lectures there. Once you read and watch those, then you should move on to your discussions or assignments for the week, and those are due every Wednesday and Friday on Canvas by 11:59 p.m. 5 times throughout the semester, you're turning in group reflections and tutoring reflections. So you've got 5 each of those. Remember that you need to meet with your group or collaborate with your group in some way 5 times throughout the semester, and you need to plan so that you can have that collaboration happen before your group reflections are due. But remember that group reflections are individual reflections that each person in the group turns in. Those are private, so only you and I see them, and you're just reflecting on how things are going for your group. So if it's going great, you can tell me it's going great. If you've been blowing off your group because you've been really busy and you want to try and do better next time, you can tell me that too, and you'll still get credit, okay? So just do your best to collaborate with your group in whatever way makes sense for you, and then reflect on that throughout the semester in those group reflections. Tutoring is also due 5 times per semester. Again, all of those dates are in our schedule of classes. You can access that here. And tutoring needs to be scheduled ahead of time usually. I think some of them have walk-ins, but those can be tricky. So do try to schedule those ahead of time. You can work with a tutor online or in person. Tutoring is always free. And what you're turning in is a tutoring reflection after each time you meet with the tutor, where you tell me how it went, what you worked on, all that good stuff. Again, those are private, those are individual. For more information about either of these types of assignments, you can check out the text version of our syllabus, and I do have, an explanation of them there as well. 3 times per semester, which is at the end of each of our units, we turn in an essay. When we turn in essays, you have a rough draft that's due on a Monday. I give you credit for just turning that in. As long as you're giving it, your best effort at the time, you're going to get credit for that draft, no problem. After that, I'll give you some feedback, and then you have a chance to revise, and you'll turn in that final draft on that Friday. So they move quickly, but our weekly work is going to be building up to and preparing for these essays. And then you should be, talking about the essay and whatnot with your groups, with your tutors. So everything in class kind of builds up to and scaffolds up to those essays. All right, so how to get free tutoring. You've got several different options on campus, and I have links to those for you here. So keep this handy so that you can check out those different options. Remember, all of them are free, and you just need to find whichever one works for you. So you can try each of them out and see which one is a good fit. Also, 5 tutoring sessions are required, but additional tutoring sessions can earn you extra credit. So if you want details about that shiny, wonderful extra credit, you can click there and learn more. So we use groups in our class. Remember that everyone will be placed into a group. This is going to be your group for the entire semester. You should swap contact info and start chatting right away. But in case you are a little bit worried about groups, Have no fear. There are no group assignments. There are no group grades. So you are placed in a group so that you can collaborate, build community, and have kind of a first line of defense for people that you can talk to without having to reach out to the whole class, without having to reach out to your teacher, because sometimes that can be a little bit overwhelming. So instead, you can reach out to your group, and then you guys can find a way to collaborate that makes sense for you. So if you have a group text, if you want to meet online, if you want to meet on in person, or if you want to switch it up and do a little bit of each, whatever works for you is fine. But 5 times throughout the semester, I'm asking you to reflect on your time with and your contribution to your group. So again, these are individual, these are private between you and I. The due dates are in the schedule of classes, and you should be regularly chatting with your group. So anytime we have a group reflection due, it's just a chance to chat with me and tell me how things are going in your group. To see which group you're in, along with more information about how to use groups and what to do if you're having trouble, check out the groups doc, which is right here. If you and your group can't figure it out, or you're having a difficult time and things aren't getting better, reach out to me and I'm happy to see what I can do to troubleshoot as well. So a big component of our class is going to be online lectures. Since we don't have Zoom class, I do have recorded lectures for you. So you should find out which lectures you need to watch each week by checking the schedule of classes that I put on Canvas. So you'll have just 1 week from that schedule in our Canvas modules every week. So that's how you're going to know which ones you should watch for the week. Every unit, you'll have lectures that cover certain skills and go over how to plan for that essay, so make sure that you watch them before you start your homework and essay assignments. And then I also try to keep them handy for you on my YouTube page, so you'll see that I have a playlist with all of my rhetorical analysis lectures, a playlist about fallacies, and then also a playlist for our research unit, in case you want to just revisit any of those lectures at any time. So this is an English class. We do write essays. Our 3 big essays are organized into these things that I call an essay packet. So in that packet, you'll have directions, information about how the essay will be graded. I'll try to include a sample essay or a sample project in there so you can see what a successful one looks like from former students. And then I also try to collect helpful resources for you. I definitely recommend keeping that essay packet handy throughout the whole unit and referencing it often, just so that as we're working through readings and lectures, you can start thinking about, starting to build your essay early. So I have those essay packets here for you. You've got the rhetorical analysis one, then our essay or project on fallacies, and then our research essay. So you can review those anytime. Some important tips for using Canvas. So Canvas is our learning management system. Each of your classes has its own Canvas shell for class materials, assignments, etc. You can access Canvas from the College of Sequoias website. If you haven't done that yet, you can click on this link for some help. Remember that each week, usually on Sunday, I will post a new module at the top of our Canvas page. You'll always see the welcome module, a module with helpful links, and a module with extra credit opportunities up there. And then below those, you'll see the current weekly module. And usually when I put a new weekly module up, I'll also move the other ones down. So in case you need to access past weekly modules, like in the middle of the semester, if you want to go back to module number 2, you can. You would just, scroll down to see that. Once you open up a new weekly module, you should start by looking at our schedule for the week, just so you know what's due. And you can click on any of the links in that schedule to get to your readings and things like that. Once you've done that, then you'll be able to get started on discussions and that kind of thing. So everything is contained on Canvas. You'll have links to your readings. You'll have the assignments that you need to do there as well. So you can definitely work at your own pace, but remember that discussions and assignments are due every week on Wednesday and Friday. If you need some help getting started with Canvas, I've organized some links here for you. If you need help with Canvas because it is not cooperating, you've got some options for getting help, and those are all here. I unfortunately can't help too much with Canvas stuff if it's like a tech issue, so make sure that you're reaching out to these folks who can help you when those things happen. All right, some helpful documents and links to keep handy. I've got the syllabus, COS Tech Help, a tutoring verification form. So this is what you need to take with you every time you go to tutoring. Important dates for this particular semester, a link to make appointments with me, your My Giant, which is kind of where you start for email and Canvas and all that, and then extra help in general in our syllabus. All right, so I'm glad that you're all here. Let me know if you have questions, and I look forward to working with everyone this semester.